I started off as a power woman in the buying industry and then ended up leaving because I felt that my values was not aligned with the company. Not really knowing quite what I was going to do, trying to go find myself in the world. And then I ended up becoming a coach. And that was in 2007. And since then, I have been working with women and with men. It's transformation coaching. I've developed and implemented programs for women to change, and I've worked with programs towards the corporate business, and eventually ended up writing a book. But my heart is still on the one-on-ones and coaching women and helping them when they go through change, specifically in relationships, because we always think when we change we have to leave our families and we have to leave our lives, and I've done that, and that's why I'm so passionate about it.
Hello and welcome to Talking Property. Our topic today is about the situation we all hope we will never have to face, and that is losing your home. None of us ever plan to default on a bond, but sometimes the unexpected happens. You can lose your job, or you have some big unplanned medical expenses, and suddenly you can't afford to honor all your debts. Today we're going to discuss planning and what information we have to help manage your debts with dignity and flexibility, even if it means you have to sell your existing property. With me in studio is Reno May. He's the head of distress sales at F&B Home Loans. Welcome to you, Reno.
Thanks, Kunal.
We have an executive coach, Adele Green, and she runs a business called Life Philosophy. Welcome, Adele.
Thank you, Kara.
And from the estate agency fraternity, the director of the Rawson Property Group, I have Sean Macaulay. How are you doing, Sean?
Hi, Kara.
Adele, the dynamics within a family are quite something. Finances are usually quite a sticking point in any relationship, especially between a man and a wife. How would you coach somebody to accept that financial reality and share it with a spouse or the kids and say, you know what, this is where we are, this is what we're going to go through. What foundation do you lay to say, let's have an eye on the future, but we have to do X, Y, and Z to get us from where we are to where we want to be?
At the time that the client feels that they need to address the situation, they feel pretty angry. So I come in at the point where people realize there's emotions, it's built up, and they can't deny the situation anymore. So now they have to get real. When that happens, they realize that they have to express, not just be real with themselves, but they also have to deal with this with their families. And the most important thing to do is to be honest, especially with children. But you don't want to say too much, because then what happens is the information that goes out there will get used not necessarily in the way in which you intended. So you want to give the children detail, you want to share with them, but you don't want to give them too much. So you tell them just enough so that they don't have to wonder about anything. Yeah. And then you tell them to only share with the friends, which will help them to be the best they can be in a supportive way. So for that person, they need to start looking at where can they tap into their own support system. Right. Who will want them, to be better. Just one other thing, Kira. When the client comes to me, our society is very good at blaming. We want to blame somebody for what happens, and sometimes it's nobody's fault. That's why it's so hard for us to actually admit and start dealing with what's going on, and especially between a woman and a man, because money is one of the single biggest things that split up families.
All right. We're discussing when things go wrong and you can't make your home loan payment. What are your options? We're going to be right back after the break with more great advice from our experts. Stay tuned.